Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is American Horror Story Freak Show episode 6. We're going to go right in. There was a whole lot of stuff that had actually gone on here. When we left off, Jimmy was coming into Dandy's house and he wanted to see the girl. You know, it was the whole thing about the girls. He knew the girls were there and he wanted to see the girls. So when we start in, he's in there. They take him back to where the girls are. They're talking back and forth. He's finding out the delusion that the girls have, where they have actually told them that Dandy actually rescued the children and all that from the clown. And Jimmy's looking and Bet's, going on. And she's like, you lied, Jimmy. You said you're the one who saved that girl and those kids. This, that, thing, and the other. Dandy's the one that saved them. So he's looking, he's playing it back in his head, and he's like, I said, oh, shit. So Jimmy knew, he's picking up on the fact that Dandy is that other clown, okay? So he basically told the girls, you know what, this is not good for you guys. You guys need to get out of here, and you need to get out of here now. So they're kind of going back and forth. Where Dot wants to go, Bet doesn't want to go. Bet's still playing this game of being in love with stupid-ass Dandy. So eventually, they get down to it. Dot asks Dandy, he said something about her diary and the fact that she wants the surgery and all that. And she says, how do you know that? And he said, I told you there'll be no secrets. And she said, you read my diary, this, that, and the other. So that tipped the scale. And they said, well, you got to make a decision, And Bet said, I'm going to side with my sister always, And they laughed. Jimmy took them out. And you should see Dandy's face. You could just see in his face, it's going to be some shit, because he was just evil. Just evil. I said, oh, y'all got to watch that fucker, honey, now. So they actually let him walk on out. They walked out. They went on back. Then there was a whole big scene where now Elsa was put on the spot. And Jimmy had sang a song, and Elsa went to try to tell him something about changing the song, and he told her, I'm not changing a thing. He told her off and said, we know you lied about the girls, and let's just get the girls to actually explain it themselves. So Elsa turned around and see that they're there. Well, at this point, she was busted, and she busted right there in front of everybody. Well, the twins decided to switch their story up. And Dot was basically, I keep getting confused which one is the nice one and the bad one. Anyway, the bad twin took over and started talking. And she basically said, oh, no. Miss Elsa didn't sell us. She took us because we wanted to go find out what it was like to live, with the riches and things. And this, that, and the other. Lying, And then later on they came back to Elsa and basically blackmailed her. The nicer twin said she wanted 20% of the box office. And they wanted all this little stuff done, and she wanted to have her hair dyed blonde and all this kind of carrying on. And her sister said, well, I really want 50% of the box office. So they're going back and forth, and they done literally taken and blackmailed Elsa. And everybody's like, oh, so Jimmy's just crazy. They're like, Jimmy's crazy. So he was pissed, but he couldn't understand exactly why this was going that way. So it was what it was. That goddamn Elsa actually met up with old nutball Sam. What is that damn guy's? The weird man, the one that wants to put them all in the who wants to kill them and put them in the museum. He meets up with Elsa and basically talks to her, and they get down to a thing where they're working toward killing the twins. So that's going down. And I'm like, oh, shit, okay. So they did do the actual, she got the blonde hair, the twin hair done blonde, and they're sitting there, and she's like, oh, we could do it before and after, and we can do this, and we can do that, and they're just going on and on. And that fucking Elsa gets back in the main twin's head again and slid her a little note telling her, you were very quiet when your sister was asking for the money, except for when you asked for the 50%. What is it that you really want? And everything like that. So she didn't let Elsa know that she wants to get rid of her sister's half. And I think that's how they're going to actually get them. You know, that's the plan, to get them like she's getting the operation, but really just going to kill them. Just basically kill them, and she's down with it. That Elsa is just, she's vicious. She is the devil. She really, really is. So, at any rate, we see Esmeralda and Jimmy were actually in the bed. So I said, okay. So now we're moving on. He done obviously gave her some of that claw up in her box, baby. And now she's cool with it, baby. She up in the bed with Jimmy, laying and grinning his skin. And I said, oh, okay. So they were laying there. She keeps saying, well, we should just go. We should just leave now. We should just go, you know. And he's like, no, something's not right. He knows it in his soul. Something's not right. In the meantime, all throughout that, we got the strong man has been blackmailed by the little weird guy too. That because he found out his secret, he found out that he was gay. And that the guy, you know, the guy's missing when he was down at the gay bar. The guy's missing, the one he was looking for. And the little weirdo, you know, he's gay too. So he was down there. He happened to see Dale down there at the thing. He blackmails Dale, tells him, you got to kill me, one of these freaks, this, that, thing, and the other. I'm going to tell you a secret. So that was what it was. Dale goes in there, and the first one he tries is Amazon Eve. Well, when I tell you that Eve gave Dale one old good motherfucking ass whooping, okay? He went there trying to throw some formaldehyde over her mouth. That big manly bitch jumped up from there, baby, and got his ass thoroughly together. Beat him down, blacked his eye, and threw his ass out of that trailer and said, now, who's the strong man now? I said, oh, you, bitch, you, honey. She fucked his ass up. So that was that. Then she told everybody, you know, what had happened. She told Ethel, the bearded woman, and a couple of the other ones. But what she did was, Jimmy had gotten into it. Jimmy was like, I'm going to tell him he got to go. I can handle him. He's got to go. And his mother told him, you know what, I'm going to give you the chance to go ahead and handle him, Jimmy. But if you don't handle him, we will. So they were going to fuck his ass up. So that was that. Him and Jimmy end up going out and getting drunk. Then he gets it in his mind, he going to kill Jimmy. Instead, Jimmy's all drunk. But in the midst of them, they're sitting downtown getting drunk. And they get drunk, and it kind of turned. Because Dale he's a strong man. He's an asshole and all of that. But, he got that flip side because he is actually gay. So he has that flip side that where he is soft. He's not, all of that bullshit a lot of it is a put on, all that macho shit. He's gay. He's gay and he's really soft when it comes to his feelings. You've seen that with his interaction with Desiree. She's harder than him. She'll say some shit to him and his feelings get hurt. That's when he starts beating on people and banging on people and carrying on. But he's really soft. Him and Jimmy actually ended up bonding. And Jimmy told him, I know you're my dad and I just want to hear you say it and all that. Jimmy was drunk and all of that. So he took Jimmy back to the camp, laid Jimmy down. Jimmy went to sleep and he decided, he wasn't going to do that. And he told him, I said, that's my son, this, that, thing, and the other. But here's how dirty he is. While they were getting drunk, Jimmy had explained to him how much he loves Ma Petite. Okay, like I do. I just love that little lady. She is so cute. But anyway, he goes in and he actually brought her a gift. And I'm like, okay, I said, look, so he's really trying to become a part of what Jimmy's life is, doing. Here, that ain't what he was doing, that little motherfucker. He went in there and bought Ma Petite a dress, and she put her little pink dress on. It was just as cute. She said, I like it. it was so cute. Then and she goes to hug him because that's just her. She's just such a sweet spirit. She got to hug him. That motherfucker took and strangled Ma Petite. Strangled her. You see her big little feet go drop down and her little arms fell. I said, oh, you motherfucker. I was so mad. Like, literally, I just was like sitting there. Like, I knew Patty was going to die. I knew he was going to kill Zora when he killed Zora. Because Patty LaBelle, she was talking too much shit to Danny. Danny was too crazy for her to be talking all that shit she was talking and just get away with it. So I kind of knew that. But when that bastard squoze Ma Petite, honey, and then killed her, honey, her little feet dropped and her arms dropped, It just took me, I was done. I was just done. So I was pissed. So fuck Dale. I don't like Dale no more. Somebody could kill him. I didn't like him in the first place, but I did get a little soft spot for him because he's being nice to Jimmy. You know I love Jimmy. But he done fucked up Mon Petit now, so he got to go. Somebody got to fuck his ass up. He's got to go. So I don't know. We didn't see any more about that. I don't know what's going to happen. But that motherfucker killed Mon Petit. Pissed off. Anyway, so moving on. In the midst of it, we still got Paul. Paul's still living. And the candy striper chick, she's still like nursing him. She's like nursing him. So I guess Paul's not going to die. She's nursing him back. Because remember, she did work in the hospital. So she comes up to the camp and she decided she was going out and stay at the camp. She showed her go back to her father's. That motherfucker is in there. And he threatened to kill her. He told her, you are not going to ruin my name. You know, I am a person. I'm an electrician. I have to have a certain, pride behind my name and all that. And bitch, you are not going to ruin my name. I will kill you first. And she's like, well, go ahead on and kill me because I'm going out here and I'm going to tell anybody that'll listen that you're my father. He said, that's okay. I'm not going to do anything to you. I got a friend that came in. We see this guy, he's a little tattoo looking guy. I thought he was a tattoo artist, but then I was like, well, maybe he's a killer. So that's that. So it switched away. When we come back, he done knocked her out on some old shit, got this bitch laying up on the couch. He done tatted her up and got her looking like a damn freak. And that was it. He was done with her, sending her away because he just wasn't going to have the shame of it. When you got a good look at her, she went on out to, back out to the camp, and Paul seen her, and Paul was crying because he was like, oh my God, this is all my fault. This, that, thing, and the other. He done took and tattooed her whole face into like a snake and cut a fork in that bitch's tongue. I said, oof, her dad was a mess. And sent her on out there, told her, bitch, go on out there to the camp because now you're a freak too. Sent her right on out there. Who are these people, honey? These little people, these little towns, honey, I just love it. I love the way this is put together. This is what I'm talking about. This is a good series. This is something good to watch. I get very pissed off when I look up and I'm watching it and I'm watching the clock and like 40 minutes have gone by. I get just as anxious because I know it's going to be over soon. I just love this. But anyway, moving on. Okay. Desiree and the bearded woman, they actually went to go to the doctor's office. Here, the doctor says closed for business. Come to find out he done killed himself. After that little visit from Dale, where Dale done fucked his hands and shit up, the man shot himself and killed his damn self. His daughter, he talked about the one daughter in an earlier episode, the nice daughter, is the other daughter, was a bitch. And she was there. She cussed them out, told them to get the fuck out before she called the police because she blamed them as to why he actually killed himself. It was horrible. And they didn't exactly say, she didn't say exactly who did what, but they knew when they heard what was done to the man that drove him to that, they knew it was Dale and his bullshit. So that's basically all that really went on with the episode today. And like I said, I was like so anxious and I got so pissed off when it was over. It's going to be really, really good next week. So stick in there with me, guys. We're actually coming down toward the end, I think, of this season. And I'm like so done. I'm having a good time with this. But anyway, next week there's going to be some more stuff. So next episode is going to be really, really good as well. But it was a good episode. But that's it. That's where we're at. So we got to look out for Dandy. Ain't nobody came looking for Zor. They're going to do all that next week too. So just hang in there, guys. I'm loving this. The story's really good. It's keeping me hanging on the edge of my seat, and I hope you are too. All right, guys. You can thumbs up or thumbs down the video. You know how that works. And follow me on Twitter. I'm over there half of the time doing something. I'm on Twitter. You can follow me at spillitboy. All right, guys. See you next week. Bye.